Hi everybody. Thursday the 28th of August and another day in my daily diary of looking after my wife with Parkinson's and dementia. Must apologise for yesterday's message in the morning because I'd done it outside under the tree and I hadn't realised that the wind was whistling through the microphone on my phone, so a couple of people mentioned it, so I'm sat inside now because it's just as windy today out there. So I've not been to the gym this morning. I've just come home and had a relaxing hour plus in the bath again. Chilled out, listened to my music. Because this morning, she was really tired, Angie. She didn't want to get up. And really sleepy. But when we said that, it was 12 o'clock or so before she went to bed last night because she was fighting it. She was asleep and nodding off and then restless and sundowning, getting wet with all hot and sweaty. And she kept saying, Angie, come on, go to bed. No. I said, but people, you have to adjust. Just because you never used to go to bed early, don't mean to say you have to sit up fighting it. But it didn't sink in. I'm like, I know somebody who, she goes to bed about 8 o'clock at night, but she's up at 4:30 in the morning. But that's her routine, and that's what her Parkinson's is telling her body to do. Now she's adjusted to that. But Angie won't. She still tries to stick to the old routine, she had just got to go to bed around midnight time. And it just makes it hard for herself, really. Because she's not getting up the day after. It's not that important. She can lie in. Well, I'm saying it's not that important. It is if she's lying in bed all day. But with the Parkinson's, but it's the dementia what's making her not understand that the best thing is to go to bed when you're tired, regardless of the time. But it's not happening. So this morning, it really showing on her. She would get in the bathroom and she's flopping to one side while she's sat on the toilet. I keep propping her up. Even when I was washing her, it was like, I don't know, like trying to wash a bag of spuds. It was just no effort. She was just frumpy and her eyes were closed. I said, Angie, come on, open your eyes. No, I had to physically do that while I put some eye drops in for her. Normally she can half do it or she'll help me by doing that herself, but this morning I had to open myself while I got her eye drops in for her. And I rub the cream, a face cream on. But she was just dead to the world. She got her in the dining room to have something to eat. And when they're going to day centre, I don't do like a normal porridge and fruit breakfast. I give her a banana, but she only had half of it, and I had to feed her that. Chopped it up in little sections. But again, she was just asleep. But she had she don't round look at me. It was like a really lost look on her face. A real lost look. As though, she was just empty behind her eyes. I've seen it a couple of times but this morning it seemed to be a bit worse than I've seen it before. Even when I did finally get her into day centre, it was murder getting her from the house to the car. She wouldn't walk, and she really struggled. I wasn't dragging her, but I wasn't far off. And at one point I thought, I'm going to have to pick her up and take her to the car. But I didn't. I persevered with it. But then got her inside and, her eyes were shut. People, morning, Angie, no chance. And I'm trying to give her an option for a dinner. No, I could have just been talking, Swahili. She just wasn't acknowledging me at all. So anyway, I left it with them because I know they'll keep her eye on her, I've left the tablets with her because normally she has one tablet to take at 12 o'clock because I on day centre days, so that I adjust all the others at different times. So there's just one at 12 o'clock is a Parkinson's one. Alarm goes off on a phone An alarm goes off on Karen's phone and one on Jan's phone. But they're not allowed to give her the tablet. So she has to take it out. And Jan said last week she was really struggling. She couldn't get it out of the pill box. She couldn't get it in her mouth properly. And the only way around it was for me to leave tablets with them in their tablet cabinet, as long as it's in the box with Angie's name and address and details on. So I've done that this morning. So, I know she can, if she can't, then they'll at least be able to administer the capsules for her. Because she's got 2. I'll give her 2 now. She takes the Parkinson's one and the one for the excessive passing of urine, should we say. But last night, when I was trying to give her a nighttime tablets, what I call a sleeping tablets, the ones that's just been doubled up. So she's got 4 to take. She's got an overnight Parkinson's one, a slow release, and 3 others. And I couldn't get her to swallow them. I couldn't get them in her mouth again for ages. Again, it weren't quite as long as last week, but it must have been a good 25 minutes. Then she was put it in her mouth. Then I was trying to get her to drink water, but trying to get it in. She just wouldn't open her mouth, and I kept opening it, and it'd be there on her tongue. And they were starting to dissolve on her tongue. They're supposed to go in and dissolve slowly in the stomach, so I was getting irate at that. Angie, come on, you're gonna dissolve on your tongue. It's gonna be serious. This, come on, I don't care, she says. I don't care at one point. So I sort of gave me a bit of a reality check. All right, Angie, come on, let me. And I slowed down and started getting irate with her. So sometimes it just needs something like that, just so you can just give your head a wobble and think, stop it, Mike, stop it. She's ill. And that goes for anybody else who's caring for people. If they're needing carer, if they need a carer, then anything they do is not done deliberate, not that out of spite. It's done because of whatever their illness they're suffering from. So yeah, yesterday morning, the carer come, and it was Michelle. I think she's been twice before. She's really good. I told her so. I told her about the one who came last week. I said, she's only young. She actually named her. I'm not going to name her on here, but she named her. So I said, yeah, that's it. She went, she's new though. She's only been here a few months, but I'll mention it, she says. And I said, well, don't mention it in a bad way. I said, I don't want to, because she was only standing in anyway. I'm not likely to see her, but if she does come next, if I ever do see her again, then I will stipulate. I'll say, right, you need to do this, and this, and make sure. So, but Michelle yesterday, she's really good. I mean, the other 2 that we get, Val and Precious, they're okay. But I'd put in order. I'd put Michelle, Val, and then Precious in that order. But Michelle's off to Canada today for a couple of weeks holiday, going seeing family. So I don't know. So if we can back get that standing one, I get that younger, I'm not sure. Anyway, so she, and again, so Angie, what were we up to? Oh, yesterday morning. So yeah, once Michelle had gone, she got her dressed and brought her into the dining room, and I'd done her breakfast. She only ate half her breakfast again, or she would only eat half of it, even though I was spoon feeding her again. And then she started, going tired and nodding off. So we'll put her back in a wheelchair. Like I said the other day, it's more comfortable sitting in a wheelchair because she didn't want to go in the front room and sit on the settee and the recliner. So I don't know if she thinks she's missing out on something. I don't know. I don't know what it is with her. So again, I padded the wheelchair up, put a chair, high back chair. It's one of these that I'm sat on, high back behind, and put a big knitted throw over it and behind Angie's neck. So when she sat like that, it's comfortable, it's like a pillow. And then another chair to her side, and did the same on that side. So when her head goes like that, she was like boxed in. So she had a good nod. She was still asleep when when Amber the cleaner come at 11:30. Woke up a little bit, and then I gave her the tablets at 12, and then she was half sleepy and half not. And then when Debbie come, the outreach worker sitting in with her at 2, she was asleep then. So I just said, don't wake her. I said, just leave her. And I shut off doing my shopping. I didn't go into town. I just did my shopping in Morrison's and sat in Morrison's cafe. Get my cappuccino, but you get free refills. So anything with the word free, I'm up for. So I had a couple of cappuccinos for the price of one. Sat in Morrison's, came home, and I got her some years ago. She used to love them, like Magnum type ice lollies that, they're covered in chocolate. So I got some of them yesterday, and I come in, and Angie, because she was awake by the time I got back, Angie, look what I've got, And she just looked at them like that. I said, you like these, don't you? Nothing. And she used to absolutely love them. She absolutely love them, but I'll probably give her, maybe tonight or something, see how she feels if she wants one tonight, and then see how she copes with it. I might just end up chopping it up on a plate or something, but see if she remembers and brings back any memories about it then. So, so we'll see on that one. So I'm now going to get out. It must be about 12:30 now, something like that. I'm going to go out into Cleveland's and just have a chill. I'll go for a walk along the promenade, even though it's windy. It's just still good to get out. And I'll go for I might go in Costa or somewhere like that for a change today. I'll see. And then I'll go and pick Angie up again at 3:15, 3:30. So yeah, I'll see what tonight brings. Last night I ended up with having a long conversation with Mr. Daniels, because Angie wouldn't settle in bed anyway. So I just sat up and had a good long conversation with him. We got 2:00 and I got in bed this morning. 2:00. But luckily I had some that I slept right through. Only once did I wake up because Angie made a big loud noise, but it was only a noise, what she was shouting out. So yeah, so anyway, so we'll see what today brings and tonight. Fingers crossed. So as per usual, press your like buttons, forward these videos on for me. Send me your comments, and I'll do another one tomorrow. So okay now, you take care now. Bye.